Hey guys, it's Kieran Stadler here, formerly known as Stadler on Instagram and other social media platforms. Just thought I'd do a formal introduction as I believe there'll be a lot of new viewers on this video. So basically, there is the Cape Town Lemons 9-hour endurance race coming up in July. And my father and my best friend and I, we decided that we are going to enter it. We wanted to do a cool car, but we settled on a car that we believed was race ready for first timers. I've never been on a racetrack. Tinus has never been on a racetrack in a race car for both of us. My father raced many years ago, so we decided let's start off easy this year, and hopefully next year we can continue and do a different car. But we decided to settle on this bad boy, a Golf Mark 1 2-liter 8-valve. It was a GTI Challenge car. We are making it a Lemons car. So basically, for the last 5 weeks we've owned the car. We put it through a race day already, the Traction All-Star Rally event. We did excellently. I personally raced that event. Tinus will be racing the next event in May. And out of 19 cars, I finished 8th, which the rest of them were all 6 cylinders and 8 cylinders. So I'm quite happy with the purchase that we made. We've been working non-stop since we bought the car, working. Obviously, when you buy a race car, it won't always be the greatest, but Yusuf Badran, who we bought the car from, he actually gave me quite a prepared car. So when we bought it, we started working on some small things, missing rivets here, paint here, like small things. But basically what we've started on, let me start at the front. So here at the front, you can see here, we've got a Mark III GTI Jetta motor. The 2-liter 8-valve motor is AGG. Gearbox is a FZZ, I believe. And it's basically just got a cam. It made 130 kilowatts at the wheels. Got detuned for the previous owner to 109 wheel kilowatts. We're going to be converting it. It was on Avgas for GTI Challenge. We're going to be converting it to 95 octane petrol. So I, myself, and my friend Tinus, we've been working on the car. We did a new front engine mount, gearbox mount. We put in a 1-liter oil catch can. We put in NGK Iridium 7 plugs. Drained the oil, replaced with Motul 20W50. We have a driver side engine mount, but we're waiting to do the timing to get that done. And actually, I made a mistake. I did all the effort, the labor, the money to replace the engine mounts, but we're going to end up going poly bushes on the car. We put in a battery box, replaced the battery, serviced the alternator with a brand new Bosch sensor bush thingy, my bobby. New terminals. We drained the coolant system. I'm going to go get a new coolant bottle because this is quite rough inside, as you can see. And we have a few mods we need to do just for longevity. A new friend of ours, John De Silva, he came through last night and basically gave us a full rundown, gave us advice. He's been racing for quite a few years, I believe more than 15. So he gave us a lot of advice, like building a cowl, leaving the stock intake, just wrapping it with heat wrap, etc. We've got a few issues on the car. The car currently, the dictator doesn't work at all, but we believe it's a grounding issue. So tomorrow, my workers and I, we're going to be working through that. And we want to just neaten up the car, bleed the brakes, change the gearbox oil, whole bunch of things. Obviously, suspension all around. We need to do a full track setup on the suspension, wheel alignment, and a whole bunch of things. There's a whole bunch of race regulations like tie downs, etc. that we have to do. But I'm quite impressed with this car. For 55K, 35 for the car, 20K for the safety equipment. I'm very impressed with what we got. We can go look inside now. So on the inside, we're just busy with the wiring on the inside of the car. We're going to try redo the wiring because some of the gauges don't work and all of that. We've got a basic setup here. All your switches on the dash, fuel pump, lights, wipers, fans, start. There's the dictator on that side. And we had a flat floor like on the driver's side here, but I removed that because it weighs 35 kg. So we're probably going to take the driver's side out as well for weight. We're busy stripping the doors, cutting out all the extra bracing we don't need, putting in Lexan windows on the passenger side and possibly the rear. I added this really wide mirror at the back here just to see out all sides. We got our steering wheel hook on this side, foam padding that we added for the helmet so we don't bang up the helmet. I added these, but we're going to completely gut this door, put on different door cards, and then just do like a strap or something. We've got a Seibelt racing seat, got Sparco harnesses, a full cage. We've actually been told that the cage is a bit overkill for the speed of the car, but I mean, that's safety, so that's actually a really good positive. And yeah, that's it for the inside, I think. We've got a short shifter on the box already. There's a few mods we need to do, like a power steering rack brace. We've got a quick release, makes it easy to hop in and out the car. We are going to sort out some issues because, as you can see here, there's quite a bit of play there. We also have to have a doorknob behind it so we don't overstretch the throttle cable. So yeah, like I said, we've got some issues with the throttle cable, which we need a new one made up. It's quite easy to get in and out the car. Luckily for me, we've got a whole team of legends that work for us here at Phoenix Rigging. They're going to be assisting on the day with driver swaps, mechanics. Heine and Brandon, they are excellent in what they do. We've replaced the rear as well with Lexan. We spoke to Team Africa Lamar. They basically gave us a heads up that if we're adding a naked up, we need to replace the back with Lexan. Drill 3 big holes here to vent all the extra air. I threw this together myself today, just quickly. It still needs to be riveted in. We put on new tail lights because they didn't work, and according to the regulations, they have to work. We added toe straps for the racing stickers required. We're going to do a bumper cut on the back. Another big problem that we have, the gearbox, the exhaust isn't that well made. I won't name and shame the company that made it, but it sits right on the rear suspension. So that's got to be sorted out. I think we're just going to cut out the gearbox, not the gearbox, the exhaust, and we're going to weld it on in the middle. Then I also want to cut out the tire well, remount the fuel system underneath, just for more weight savings. Today alone, by taking out the passenger side door innards, the glass, and the rear glass, and the passenger floor that was in there, I think I saved close to 60 kilograms, which is quite a bit in racing. I also took out the ballast because this was a GTR Challenge car, and you have to have a ballast mounted in the car. So we also added a third brake light, just because, it's a nice touch. Helps with the brakes, especially if one stops working during brake. Don't mind that, it will get sick of it. Typical Mark 1, the door handle ripped off today. It actually doesn't even open. Oh no, it does. But as you can see, with the roll cage, this bracing here, the ones that go down to the center of the car, and I believe, this cross brace, that cross brace, and something in the front isn't even required on the car. So it's a bit overkill, but I'm actually happy with that. So we've also got carbon fiber door cards on the car, like actual carbon fiber. We're going to take these out, cut out the innards, and then rivet on the new HDPE door cards. We were very fortunate enough to find out that the car actually came with BC coilovers all around. But we're going to upgrade the springs to 550-pound springs on the front and 450-pound springs on the back, just so that we can go flat out through some of the corners at Kalani. You can see here today I made this, which fits in perfectly here on the passenger side. So there's our Lexan window. We're going to add a NACA duct here as well, because race car, no aircon. Racing for 9 hours is going to get bloody hot. So that needs to go in the race car tomorrow. I believe I'll be stripping out the rear windows and doors as well. And the driver's side door, we're going to gut it completely on the inside. I think we might leave glass, but I mean, if we're doing the whole car, we might as well do that. So there's quite a few things to do on the car still. We need to move the oil cooler to the opposite side of the car, change to a caddy radiator. We need to add cowling to the radiator. We need to remove the thermostat. And we need to rewire the entire car, perhaps. Maybe. That's still on the cards. It's quite a big thing to do. So we're not sure if we want to do it. But yeah, we've got a spare set of rims already for Lemons. I'm super stoked. I know Tinus and my father are super stoked. We all kitted out. Thank you to Gunther from GNA Motorsport. Got us hooked up. Boots, gloves, balaclavas. I got my helmet from Vanessa at Sparco in Rivergate. And my father got his helmet from Gunther as well, GNA. We've got our full custom race suits. We'll do a full reveal on that closer to the time. But right now, we're trying to get as much track time in the car as possible. and get the car running 100%. We don't want to have to deal with these problems that we had now. In the race this past weekend, we've had no issues, except now, obviously, while it's here at the work, we've had the wiring issue. So we don't want to have to deal with this stuff while we're in the Lemons race, because that's really going to stuff us up. We've also been advised by some very helpful members on the Lemons group to change our bearings and our CVs before the race comes, because that's quite a common thing to break on the Mark 1. So thank you to all the gentlemen that suggested that to me. I must say, Mark Castell, he's got a great group of gentlemen and ladies on the Lemons group. I am so down for it because there's a gentleman's agreement. It's all about helping each other finish the race. And it's actually beautiful. I can't wait to actually be at the race. Hopefully, holding thumbs, finish the race with my father and my best friends. And yeah, I'm so stoked. There's a lot of work to do. It feels like we're not going to get it done, but every day we must just keep grinding. So yeah, this is my Lemons car. I actually didn't even mention this. Our team is Warm Villa, like Hot Wheels with the Afrikaans version of it. I won't disclose anything about the livery that's incoming or our theme that we're going to do on the car. But all I can say is it's going to be really sick. And I just wanted to give an extra shout out to the guys at Supreme Technic. They've also been helping me. We've been chatting about the Lemons car. So yeah, thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.
That guy's like, I can't care about my car, I couldn't care less, bro. That money that clear. Ooh, that smells so nice. Oh, Kieran!